What is going on, guys? Welcome back. I'm Abraham, and today we are going to be talking about the infamous DJI wireless microphones. Without further ado, let's dive right into it. So first of all, I just want to say how amazing these are. Second of all, this is not a sponsored video whatsoever. This is just my personal opinion and my personal experiences using the DJI microphones. All right, so just a couple of talking points that I want to go over and what I've experienced with the DJI microphones. The synchronization with the receivers and the transmitters or the microphones is just absolutely flawless. You don't have to even stress about it. I also do real estate videos and photography on the side as well. There was a project that I recently have done with a realtor in my local area that wanted more of like a community branding type video, wanted to go to different businesses and see exactly, you know, what the neighborhood and community is all about, which is awesome. But the one thing that I was very afraid of is the lack of good audio. We all know as YouTubers or if you're just getting into this, audio is one of the most important aspects to a video. So with a lot of variables happening where, you know, if she's walking around or if, you know, they're interviewing the owner of a business, and I don't have to worry about how close I get or how far I get, or just worry about setting them in one specific area. So I use like a boom mic or something like that, but captured the audio very well. So I have had my fair share with Rode microphones and the wireless microphones as well. To me, in my opinion, the Rode microphones are absolutely great, but there has been something about Rode that just sounds a little bit off to me with the voices and actually capturing whether it's like the bass or the treble of the voice of that specific person. Using the DJI microphones, it really doesn't differ whether you have kind of like a higher pitch voice, a monotone voice, or a very deep voice. You can definitely capture all of those voices very crystal clear, hearing proper pronunciations, not a question about it. And most importantly, you see consistency across the board. So one of the cool things is that it comes with obviously one receiver and two transmitters. If you're doing an interview style video, of course you're going to have two different voices that you're battling. One can be super deep, one can be super light, and maybe even they're a quiet talker. Well, with these microphones, you don't have to worry about that, because what I'm talking about, that consistency across the board, whether you have a deep voice or a light or talk softly, the microphones share a consistency no matter what volume you're talking or what type of sound you kind of have in your own voice. Getting into like some of the settings, you can definitely change the decibel levels as well, and DJI makes it very easy to do that on the actual receiver. It's just absolutely amazing, where it's all touch screen on the DJI receiver, and it just makes it to be a seamless transition. Coming back to this real estate video where I was filming this realtor going from business to business within the community, it took me less than a minute to hook all this up, including them too, which was amazing. Next, I want to talk about how sleek the designs are. So we know that having a wireless microphone can be very difficult at times because it can be an obstruction of view within the video itself, meaning that if it's kind of like a big square or block or anything of that nature, or they're just wearing a shirt and it's sagging down completely, it can look a little bit weird. But one thing I absolutely love about the DJI microphones is the fact that you have a magnet that comes with the microphone. So you can take it out and you can put it on the back of the clip here, just like so, and it snaps right to it. So if you didn't want to have the full DJI microphone showing with the brand and everything in the video, and you wanted to go with a more low-key, professional, commercial, promo type look, but sleek and secretive, what you can do is you can tuck this inside the shirt, and the only thing that's going to be showing is this little square black magnet, which is amazing, because a lot of times I look at YouTube videos or even commercials or interview style videos, and it's kind of it's weird to me because you fixate at some point on the actual microphone, and maybe that's just me, but to have that feature is very thoughtful of DJI. All right, so we talked enough about non-car videos. Can these be useful for car videos? And my answer is absolutely yes. What I use the microphones for on car related videos is capturing the exhaust notes of the cars. Now, being the fact that they have that magnet feature, you can put them on some really cool and unique areas of any car, and it just kind of bolt right up and it won't go anywhere. And with having the proper amount of bass levels, or you have the control with the decibel levels through the receiver, you can completely control if they're going wide open throttle or if they're going a little bit slower, just to capture that perfect drone footage maybe that you want, that crystal clear audio, and really make the viewer feel like they're there. Something like this. Now, granted, I didn't use the DJI microphone to capture like birds chirping. I don't know if you noticed that in the clip. I used sound effects, and that's a whole different story where you can completely change the dynamic of any cinematic video by just inserting a few sound effects. Now, that's a video for another time because you don't want to overdo sound effects either, but let's stick to the DJI microphones. All right, summing up this video, the best absolute feature that I love on these wireless microphones is they record locally. And what I mean by that is you have two microphones and you have the receiver, right? Well, on each of the microphones that you're using, they record locally within the actual microphone itself. This little thing right here has a certain amount of storage where it will record and store your audio files within the transmitter itself. Now, why is this really cool? Why is it even needed? For any reason you plug up the microphone, the receiver onto your camera, and maybe the cord malfunctions so you don't get the audio at all, you can always go back to the transmitter, download the audio files individually, and still obtain the audio in post. All you need to do is just sync up the lips and so on and so forth. But the main point here is that you have kind of a backup storage. So if anything does happen, any failures do happen with the camera somehow or the receiver itself, all the audio that you record on that video is stored into the microphone as well. For people like me, you want that security, you want that reassurance that everything is going to go seamless, whether you're out doing a interview style video, car cinematic video. In my opinion, audio is extremely important. Well, that pretty much wraps up today's video. I do have a little bit of a caveat. I'm not even using the microphone that was on the desk. I am using currently the DJI wireless microphone. So if you like the audio on this video, please check out the link down below in the description where you can pick up your DJI wireless microphone and start changing the way you do your YouTube videos. Please, if you like the video, smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.